Hi Gemini, welcome to your mid-March 2021 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you've been subscribing for a bit or a while, welcome back guys. Thank you so much for all your love and support of myself and the channel. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This will not resonate with every Gemini that watches this message. Also, not every single message in this reading may be for you, as this reading is general. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you, Gemini, I suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Gemini. Who wouldn't be? I want to remind Gemini and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the most. Finally, before I get into the reading, I do want to quickly remind everyone of my monthly contest where I give away one free 30-minute personal reading with me to a lucky subscriber. So if you're interested in entering your chance to win for the month of March, open up the description box, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find the rules of entry there. Alright Gemini, let's get started. Alright, let's do this. So Gemini, I'm going to tune into an energy that is in or around your energetic field that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you. I'm going to ask how they feel about you, what they think about you, what they like about the connection, what they don't like about the connection, what they like about you and don't like about you, what they like, and what their highest hopes and deepest fears are in regards to this connection with you. Huh. Ooh. Oh, Gemini, this all makes sense now. Really off top from what I see so far, someone caught feelings for you they did not expect, that they didn't think they would. They had no intention going and connecting with you on a physical level, thinking that feelings were going to develop, and they developed, and they don't know what to do about it. Some of you have a lot of fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, or you could be connected with a fire sign. But they're really afraid here if the feelings they have for you are something they can't separate themselves from, something that they can't deny, something they can't retreat and run away from like they usually do with others, and including yourself multiple times. You have them stuck, Gemini, and they just are trying to decide what to do with all this, because how they feel about you is the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. So, bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Oh yeah, this makes sense. Pisces energy. Some of you could have Pisces in your chart. You could be connected to a Pisces in some way. Doesn't have to be the case. What is the case here is that someone walked away. Someone didn't feel that there were feelings here, or that anyone was emotionally available, or that, someone wasn't emotionally invested in this anymore. They took the time, they waited it out, they wanted to see if anything would come about it, and it didn't come about. So I do feel, I don't feel you're usually patient, but with this person you kind of were. I don't know if it's just because there was a connection you felt, even if they didn't describe it, even if they didn't say it, you felt it, but it wasn't enough to keep you in this if they were never going to speak on it, if they never were going to be honest about it, and if more importantly they weren't going to be vulnerable. So someone walked away here. Perhaps they walked away from you, Gemini, and if that's the case, they have not fully, they're not checked out of this at all. I'm hearing that someone could live downtown. I don't know, like downtown of the city you're in, or I don't know. I'm kind of seeing that someone's house or apartment is right on a busy street, and I'm hearing the second floor. Like you have to go to the second floor in order to enter someone's house. So many messages there. It could be just confirmations, may not be for you at all. But the fact is, someone does not know what to do with the feelings that they have for you, and it's really tripping them out. And what scares them the most is that it is love. I don't think this person was ready to be in love. This person wasn't... You know, I am getting player vibes, play it vibes, but the game changed when they met you. And they were not prepared for it. So let's go ahead and get started. How they feel about you, King of Cups, Scorpio energy. The feelings are strong, but they're stubborn. They're very stubborn in how they want to present themselves and how they want to present their love. And they try to control what can't be controlled. And I feel that they're kind of realizing that this is something that they can't avoid, they can't get rid of, they can't, undo, delete. But it's something that they just simply have. They have the feelings for you. They have the desire for you. And for the first time, maybe ever in their lives or a long time, they're really starting to sit now with those emotions for you, Gemini, and trying to decipher what this means and what they should do moving forward here. I don't feel like they've reached out yet. I don't feel that they've been in contact with you yet, but you have been on their minds since the day you left or the day they walked away. And it's left this yearning for you. I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but someone could have very strong thighs or very nice thighs. I don't know. I'm also hearing rock climbing. Someone could be a rock climber perhaps, or do that as a hobby in some sort of way. And I'm also seeing someone who owns a pair of Birkenstocks. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And someone may used to fight MMA or wrestle back in the day is what I'm hearing. Maybe it's currently. But yeah, feelings are there. And they have strong feelings for you. And I think they're really starting to face them, Gemini, because of your absence. And because of the fact that with your absence, they still feel for you. They still wonder what you're doing. They're still wondering what you've been up to, or even if the feelings are still there and reciprocated. But man, what they think about you, what they think about this connection, the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, their ego is what's making them go back and forward in this. And I feel that they just, again, it's their issue with control and wanting things exactly their way. And when something isn't exactly their way, it's when they trip up. It's when they freak out. And even when they sabotage themselves. But mostly for you guys, it's like, yeah, they don't know what to do now. Now that if they screwed it up, or now that you're actually gone, now that you haven't talked to each other. I feel like for the last 2 months, or maybe the last time you talked was February. For some of you, February 8th may be an important date. But anyway, it's all falling down now. And for the first time, like I said, they're deciding what to do with this, how to move forward. Is it worth it still? Especially everything that has happened between the two of you. Would you even respond? Would you even feel the same way? A lot of questions going on in their head. Really, it's about reaching out to you. and what to do about it once you reply. What they like the most about you, Gemini: King of Wands energy, Leo energy. So what I feel with this is that you're confident. Even if you don't always feel the most confident about yourself, that's how you carry yourself. Because Gemini, I feel that you know a very important lesson in this world, where if you don't put a value on yourself and who you are, people are going to try to put that value on you, and you're not going to have it. You have this boss energy about you, this boss mentality about you. You're very focused and you're very determined. And I don't know, I'm hearing that they describe you as a very strong person as well. I don't know if some of you are managers or just got promoted at your job, perhaps. You're very creative as well. Some of you, you know, I don't know if it's your full-time job, but there's definitely something about writing, about making music, about drawing, painting, something that could even just be a side hobby, but you are talented at it. And they've seen your work before, and they find it very impressive. They find you impressive in general. But the thing is about this King of Wands energy is that you are a bit intimidating, Gemini. You do come across as a bit blunt, honest, but you don't mean to be, you know, a lot of people think being honest means that you don't have a care for people's feelings, and that's not the case. You don't mean to hurt people's feelings. You don't want people to feel bad about themselves, but if they ask you something and they're looking for, you know, a sincere, honest opinion, you'll give it to them, but in hopes of inspiring them to do better, inspiring them to evolve in some way with the King of Wands, different than the King of Swords. I don't know, they find you very inspiring. I don't know if they know about your life story. Some of you really have created your own fortune. You went through the mud to get to where you are today, and it's quite impressive. I feel like you buy a lot of your own things. You don't need anyone to depend on. Some of you may even have like a master's in some subject that you went to school for. But you're a fighter, Gemini. And you know that if someone's not going to fight for you the way you fight for a connection or fight for your love, you're going to look elsewhere. But what they don't like about you, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So you're always on the go. You know, to be honest, some of them may find you impatient. You know, you really know how to make someone feel unacknowledged in a way. And again, I don't feel it comes from ego. It just comes from a place where it's like, you know, give me what I want or I'm out. Now, others of you, if that's not so much your message, what I feel from this is that you've kind of challenged this play-at mentality that they've always had in romance. I feel they've been single for a very long time. Like the last relationship that they had was like high school or college. And since then they've been wanting to be alone, afraid of commitment, afraid of, you know, having a relationship with just one person. And you've challenged this mentality about them where the first second things got intimate, the first second vulnerability was called into question, they would just flee and run. They may find you a bit impulsive too, Gemini, a bit hot-headed. And again, I feel it's not because, you know, you have an anger problem per se, but you just feel so passionately about things, and you put your heart and your soul into something. And if you just see it get drained, you're not going to risk that. Also with the Knight of Wands too, like if they have I don't feel, again, like they've been contacting you directly, but maybe they've been doing subliminal things to try to catch your attention. They haven't been catching it, and that's what's been bothering them as well. And also someone may be a bit afraid of your driving. I don't know if you're a fast driver, but I don't know. There's something about someone's driving that's being called into play here. What they like the most about this connection, the World card. So with the World, of course, it always could indicate that you guys come from different backgrounds, different parts of the country, different parts of the world, different ethnicities perhaps. Someone could have braids or dreads as well, currently. Or someone wants to do something to change their hairstyle up. It's been the same for too long. But ultimately what they like about this is that, you know, in the back of their mind, they can see this going somewhere where it hasn't gone with anyone else before. And with this, even just this imagery, right, of this woman being in the center of it all with that fire in her hands, the passion, there's just something about you that they haven't been fully able to close out of, that continues to still be a part of their lives in some way. Just thinking about you, weird coincidences that involve you, things like that hasn't ended. Like their feelings for you just are continuing even if you haven't talked to each other in months, weeks. And in some way they feel like that has to mean something then. And it's something that can't be ignored. There's unfinished business. But what they don't like about the connection, Four of Cups, Cancer energy. So what I feel with this, Gemini, is that the fear of boredom happening once they decide to really commit to you or be with you for some. But again, others of you, especially who, like, if you walked away or you put an end to this, you're not giving them a breadcrumb to work with. They really are afraid that you're just completely over it, that you're just bored by it, you're disinterested, what didn't work, and that you're looking elsewhere. I just saw a T. I don't know if someone has T, first, middle, last initial. Someone could also drink sweet tea, or they prefer tea over coffee any day, is what I'm hearing. Or someone likes to blend their own teas. But yeah, you know, again, if someone's not going to appreciate your passions, your energy, and they act like they don't care, you'll just return that same energy to them. And now they just don't like the taste of it, right? That the taste that's left in their mouth. Now, this is the thing. They already suspect or feel like you're not going to reciprocate, that you're not going to care, whether that's true or not. So their highest hopes with this, with the Hermit card, is to still control themselves, to still hold back from reaching out to you in case of that rejection, in case of that failure. Virgo energy. They're hoping that, yeah, you know what, let me just let it be. Despite my feelings, I would be looking like a fool kind of to push this away so much to the point where I'm the one restarting it, resparking it. They're hoping that, you know, in some way you guys, despite their wanting and yearning for it, that they will still stay away, want to be isolated from this, still try to forget about you, try to forget about the connection with you. But I gotta say, it's hard for them. They live alone, or someone lives alone. And they I don't know, they are just afraid to live with anyone too. They're very particular, Gemini, about their house, about their things. They're very picky. I kind of want to clarify this Hermit card really quickly. Why is the Hermit here for highest hopes? Someone could have like a faux fur rug or like a cow hide rug, you know, or like a zebra hide rug type of thing in their house. Two of Swords, yeah. Yeah, they're really thinking if they were to take the risk to reach out to you, you would just leave them on red. And maybe you've already have. But to just still try to block you out as much as they can. Deepest fears, the Lovers. Gemini energy. Also Taurus energy for me as readers. Some of you could even be dealing with another Gemini, but oops. Feelings are caught. I made the wrong choice. I didn't follow through. I listened to my fear. I listened to my mind more than my heart. And now I've caught feelings, and now nothing can be done about it. What is done is done. And now I'm going to have to live with it, live with that choice. I'm always wondering then what could have been with Gemini. But they're really afraid that the feelings are something they can't change. Wow. To see how this may all likely unfold, we're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading. But before we go, Gemini, I will pull a card from the Romance Angels deck. And I'm going to ask Spirit if there's anything else that I need to know, or that you need to know about how they feel about you and about this connection. And I just heard pineapple on pizza. Don't know if that's been a discussion that you've had with this person before, or that's what they like, or you like. could be confirmation. Or that is just so new to them. Ooh, engagement with honeymoon. Oh, yeah. This time away from you, weirdly enough, has made them develop even more feelings for you. But they did try to run away from it. They did try not to address it. They did try to pull back and even try to date other people, engage in other people. But they really realized that their feelings didn't equate to how they feel about you. And someone needs to know that too. And maybe that's a wrong choice to move along with someone that they didn't really have that deep of feelings for. Because of their fear of being with someone that the feelings are very raw. But Gemini, they can't fight this. Their love for you has been growing since this separation. They definitely deep down want to reach out. Absolutely. But they're afraid of it. If they were to engage in this. You know, see, even looking at this, how one person is just so engaged in this person's like, side eye, like, we've been down this road before. It's like you can't even fully trust it. But deep down, they have feelings they can't deny and ignore, and it's just growing. So will they finally have a say to it and tell you and stop, clowning around? Or will they just keep themselves at a distance trying to fight it? We'll go ahead and see that in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me there, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the reading. But if this is where you depart, Gemini, I hope you gained further insight and clarity in regards to what may be going on in your love life. If you did, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.